Hey you guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. So today we are actually doing a little get ready with me, but we are also trying out some of the new products from the Colourpop and Animal Crossing collab. I was so excited about this, and then honestly, not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed when I realized it was all like super mini color specific palettes. I like bigger palettes that are more universal. I love palettes that are one look palettes, like you can do a whole look with the palette. These are not that. You cannot do a whole look with these palettes. They are supplemental palettes. I would recommend these mostly if you really love Animal Crossing and think it's adorable, because I'm addicted to Animal Crossing, even though I haven't touched Animal Crossing since mid-December, I think, because I've been that busy. Also, we only have one Switch in my house, so getting time to play when someone else isn't on it is like rare. Anyway, I was at Ulta and I saw these because I wasn't originally going to get them, but I saw these at Ulta and the entire display was like wiped. The only thing left was one of the eye palettes. This is La Belle of the Ball, and this is the purple eyeshadow palette. And then I got the Flower Power blush. This is more of a purplish cool tone blush, which I normally don't go for. Normally I go for warmer blushes, more peach blushes, more bright pink blushes. I don't do purple very often, so we're going to see how this looks. First of all, the outer cartons of these are adorable. These are so freaking cute. I love them so much. Like, whoever designed this packaging, I want to hug you because these are so cute. Before we get ready, I'm going to show you these real quick. Isn't this the teensiest little palette ever? Look, it's the size of my palm. It's so tiny. So let's open it up. We do get a mirror, which I love. So we have 4 colors. Okay, so we have Able Sisters, Taylor's Ticket, Custom Design, and Serene Sable. So first thing I want to point out real quick is Serene Sable and Able Sisters are marked as not eye safe. So typically products are marked not eye safe when they either have a pigment that will irritate your eyelids or possibly cause staining, or when they have a ton of super chunky glitter in them that can get in your eyes and cause problems. So I did a little bit of looking into the Colourpop glitters, and it says that their pressed glitters can be very loose on your eyes, so they tend to fall in. So I would recommend, if you choose to use one of these glitters on your eyes, please use a glitter glue and remove it very carefully. It's kind of a use at your own risk thing. The purple Serene Sable, I would totally use that on my eyes. I have no problem with that. That's a strong pressed pigment. They probably use a color in it that's not approved by the FDA for eye use, which probably means it stains. Happened to me all the time. It doesn't bother me. So here is Able Sisters. I can feel that's a super chunky glitter, and it does feel loose. I probably will not be using this on my eyes today. Then we have Taylor's Ticket, which is, again, it's a glitter, but this one's a much softer, like light lavender glitter. Then we have Custom Design. This is a darker, soft purpley metallic with a bit of a blue shift. And then we have Serene Sable, which that pigment is gorgeous. That is super dark purple. We will be using that today because that is stunning. Okay, let's take a look at this blush real quick. This is Flower Power. And this blush does come with a mirror, which again is really nice, but it's a very cool tone purple blush, not something I typically wear. That is like super cool toned, so we will have to see how that looks. Okay, so I'm going to jump into my makeup real quick. I think we're going to go ahead and start with the eyes today, just in case there's any fallout. I'm using the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Primer because I know that this is a good, strong primer that likes to hold on to pigments. I was actually kind of surprised that the only palettes left were the purple ones when, like, I think there was a green one that was all gone. I can't remember. But the purple was all still there, and I'm like, it's so pretty. Purple is so pretty. Like, don't be afraid of purple eyeshadow. Now, I am going to pull out another palette just so I have, like, a transition shade. So I think I'm going to stay in the Colourpop line and go ahead and pull out my Soul palette. I'm just going to use this shade right here, this nice neutrally one, and my big fluffy Morphe brush. Just to pop that in my crease. Okay, it's a little peachy. It's a little more peachy than neutral. So I'm going to pop that in my crease and up on my brow bone just to add another color in there and give me somewhat of a neutral base to start with. Yes, peach is a neutral in my world. Okay, it's just peach is a neutral. We're all going to accept that. All right, I think I'm going to go with one of my typical eye looks, and I'm actually going to start with Serene Sable on a super tiny Morphe brush. This is the M506. And pat this carefully onto my outer corner. Wow, that is beautiful. That is really, really pretty. If you like super deep royal purples, yeah, I would recommend this one because this is pretty. So I'm just feathering that a little bit into the crease, just kind of pulling it in. See how that purple mixes with that peachy shade and it's really pretty? That's why I said this is not a standalone palette. You need something else to kind of get a full eye look with this, in my opinion. If you can do just full purple without any other more neutral balancing shades, go for it. And tell me your magical secrets. It always looks too harsh on me when I try that. I'm going to wipe that same brush off, and we're going in with Custom Design, which is our metallic. Let's pat that right on the center of our lid. I'm actually going to go into that with my finger because it's going on my lid a little weak. Ooh, okay, yep. Definitely take this in with your finger and then use a brush to blend. Really pretty. That color is gorgeous. If you like really shifty metallics, this is beautiful because it goes from that lavender to like iridescent blue. It's really pretty. Okay, now I'm going to grab my tiny little detailer brush I love and go in with Taylor's Ticket. And we're going to pop Taylor's Ticket on that inner corner. Ooh, actually that would also look really pretty on the middle of the lid as well. Because it's a really bright, like pastel-y purple. It's actually more pastel than I expected it to be. I thought it would look more translucent and glittery on the eye, but it's actually a really pigmented pastel. I like that a lot. Okay, so this is what my lids look like. I'm going to curl my lashes really quick. Okay, I'm going in with my NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is a product that I recently repurchased about a week and a half ago because I want to retest it. The original one I had feathered so bad on my lids that I could not wear it. It looked awful. And I think that this part, this little pinchy part, was just damaged and let too much product out because I bought a new one and nope, it's still feathering. Why? Why does this liner feather? This is a $10 liner. It feathered. If you guys can see the lines going straight up. I don't know if you can, but why? Why does this feather? Does this feather on anyone else? No other brush tip liner I've tried does this. I don't know why. It drives me crazy. I thought it was just that one, but apparently it's not. I mean, it's too late now. I'm just going to finish the look as is, but does this feather on anyone else, or does it just hate me? I can't tell. I feel bad saying that almost because I love NYX and their products. And like their retractable eyeliners are amazing. Like their lip pencils are incredible. So I don't know why we have such issues with this. Also, I can tell you for a fact that this is not waterproof. If my eyes water, this will run like crazy. This is not waterproof. It says it's waterproof. It is not. So I think I'm just going to have to suck it up and keep spending that much for the Stila eyeliners unless anyone has a recommendation, because this is not working for me. It feathered here. It didn't feather as much on this side, but you can still see the metallic shadow through it, which I don't love. So I'm frustrated. I'm loving this eyeshadow, but that NYX eyeliner, man. I hate giving products a second chance, thinking maybe it was like an error or something like that, and it turns out, no, this product just does not work for you. Going in with the Wet n Wild Big Papa Mascara, which I will sing the praises of day and night. This mascara is incredible. Just the prettiest effect on this. Okay, you guys, let's throw on some foundation real quick because my skin is looking a little bit rough. I've been eating way too much junk food and sugar lately. Got stressed and I picked the crap out of this guy this morning. Teensy little mark, couldn't even see it. Picked at it, now it's all red and angry. So I don't pick at your skin. So we're going in with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, which has kind of been my go-to foundation lately. I love this stuff. Like, this is probably one of my best finds over the past couple months. Oh, and just so you guys know, I don't have any primer on. I just have my skincare, and I've got a good layer of The Ordinary's squalane on my face because my skin was ridiculously dry because I forgot to moisturize last night. On days I don't do my makeup, I often forget to do my skincare at night, and then the next morning I wake up and it's like flakes, like crazy. Going in with my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Vanilla. Going to pop some right here. Tiny bit there. And pop some on that angry guy and see if we can get him to calm down a bit. See how that fades in pretty well? I'm just grabbing a Laura Mercier translucent setting powder for this. Putting a tiny bit on the tip of my beauty blender just to set that spot. There we go. That way that spot's a little bit more matte, it blends in better, and is much less visible. That is like the fastest way. You can still see it looks a little dark and purpley under there. Unless you go in and do like color correcting, it's probably still going to look a little off, but it looks way, way better. For eyebrows, I'm using my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 2.5. While my foundation goes ahead and sinks in my skin a bit. So I looked at the weather earlier, and you guys, it's going to be 50 degrees tomorrow. It's probably going to be raining all day, but 50 degrees. It's been like 4 degrees for like the past week, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be warm. Like, I not like open the windows warm because it's raining, but I'm like, it's spring. Anytime it gets above like 40 in Ohio and like February, March time frame, we're all like, it's spring, let's wear shorts. I'm not joking. Like, people will start wearing shorts when it's 40 degrees out because it feels warm compared to like the ridiculous sub-zero temperatures we deal with for like the past 2 months. All right, you guys, so now that my eyebrows are done, I love that pencil, it works so well. I'm going back into this palette because I just love that pastel shade, and I think I need more of it on my face, quite frankly. So I'm going back in with my detailer brush and going in with Taylor's Ticket again. So cute. I'm just going to pop that on that whole inner corner area. I don't do that area when I do my initial shadow because I have to put concealer there and pull some of it underneath the eye, just for a super bright pop of color. Let's grab a teensy tiny bit of Serene Sable, like a dot. And just put that right against the lash line. That's pretty because it just kind of ties it in. I try to be really careful with super dark colors on my lower lash line, just because if you have smaller eyes, it can really close off your eyes. Now let's go ahead and with this blush, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm nervous about this blush because that is a very, very, very cool toned, and too much cool tone can make me look a little sickly. So I'm grabbing this blush brush. Yes, it's dirty, but I'm using the opposite side. This is the Wet n Wild P72. Do one swipe. Okay, that's pigmented. See that? That is a lot of product. So I would recommend just gently dabbing, perhaps. And let's see. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now because this looks purple, like purple in the pan. But look how pretty that looks on my skin. It looks more pink. Okay, what kind of magic is this? Again, this is the shade Flower Power, you guys. It looks purple here, pink here. Okay, I like that a lot actually. So much so that I'm going to put like a crap ton of blush on my face because that is really pretty. Oh, too much. Too much. If you ever get your blush a little too strong, just take your beauty blender that you did your foundation with or your brush or whatever and just tap over it or tap around the edges and it will clean it up. But that is so pretty. Okay, I'm actually really happy with that. I would recommend this to you guys. If this is like the only blush left at your Ulta, get it. That is so pretty. Like, I'm actually like shocked. That is really pretty. I didn't think I was gonna like it one bit. Okay, yay! I love it when I'm skeptical about a product and I'm like, okay, I'll buy it, I'll give it a shot, and I end up loving it. That's like the best thing that can happen because I don't return makeup that I try unless it's like crazy expensive and I hate it. Like, I think the last time I returned makeup was, I can't remember, it was probably 3 or 4 years ago. If I don't like a product, typically I will find someone else who I know who wants it, or I will keep that product and use it to compare against other products. It's part of the reason I'm very picky about what I buy is because I don't like returning makeup. I'm going back into La Belle of the Bowl because I want to use that gorgeous glitter shade, Able Sisters. Just because you may not want to use it on your eyes doesn't mean you can't use it. Yes, I am using this glitter as a straight up highlight and I do not care. I think glitters look beautiful as a highlight. All the festivals this year so far have been canceled. Not that I've gone to any festivals like in years and years and years and years. Like the last music festival I went to was probably back in high school. Actually, correction, the last music festival I went to was back in high school. But if you can wear a little bit of glitter around your house and makes you feel happy, then wear a little bit of glitter or a lot of glitter around your house and that make you feel happy. So that is actually really pretty. It looks really subtle. Surprisingly, I know. Me and my definition of subtle is a little bit different, but I think this would also be a really pretty body glitter as well if you wanted to like have like glitter on your chest and neck, you could probably dip a brush into that and just kind of swirl it around and it would look really cute. Well, I don't love having non-eye safe glitters in a eyeshadow palette. I can always think of a different way to use them. It's part of the reason why I don't frequently buy a ton of Colourpop's releases, because they almost, especially like these 4 pans, I'm not going to use that glitter a whole lot. Now, for lips, you can either do neutral, which would be amazing, like if you did a really pretty neutral, gorgeous, or you can do what I do and bust out a really old lipstick. So this is one of the Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks, and this is in the shade Orchid Ecstasy. This is really pretty. It's also very, very old. You don't want to know how long I've had this lipstick, but it's really pretty. However, I'm not putting this on full strength because it is like bold. And I'm still drinking coffee, so I don't want to get like that smeared everywhere. So I'm just dabbing this on so it's more sheer. And then I'm going to grab a pinky gloss to top this with. I know I've been using this in like every video, but it's so nice. I'm using the Clinique Rose Water Pop. You can also use the Sephora Ultra Shine Lip Gel in Pinette Pink. These are very similar colors. This one's just a bit more like peachy toned. This is my favorite way to wear super, super bright lipsticks, is to just do a really light wash of the lipstick on my lips and then top it with the gloss. That way you still get that color, but it's not overly harsh, especially if you have like uneven lip lines or you're super pale, so dark lipsticks can look pretty harsh against your skin tone. Go for a light wash and try that, and you may be able to wear lipsticks that you don't normally wear if you just change the application a little bit. All right, you guys, so here is the final look. Overall, I'm actually pretty impressed with this collection. I will say I think my favorite product is the blush, because I'm just so pleasantly surprised. Like, I'm flat out shocked at how cute this blush is and how pinky it is, even though it looks like flat out purple in the pan. That's probably why there were so many of these left and no one was buying them, because it looks purple, but it's so pretty. Like, it's really, really pretty. And then this eyeshadow palette, I actually really do like it. Colourpop, their eyeshadows are like, it's going to be a good formula, period. If you buy a Colourpop shadow, you're going to have a beautiful formula, flat out. Their metallics, their mattes are beautiful. I'm actually really impressed with this pastel matte, because a lot of pastel mattes can look chalky. And yes, I know I'm saying matte even though it has glitter in it. Listen to me for a minute. It's a matte formula with glitter mixed into it. Like, it's not a shimmer. I know that sounds crazy, and it looks like a shimmer in the palette, but when you actually place it on your eye, you can see that the base formula isn't like shimmery or reflective, it's matte. I know I sound crazy, but trust me on this one. I do see a ton of fallout on the pan, though I didn't have much on my eyes at all. Also, I did my eyes first, as I usually do with anything highly pigmented or sparkly. Is this a daily use palette? Probably not. But if you love bright colors, if you like sparkle, if you just love Animal Crossing and want something cute to sit in your makeup area, because this is freaking adorable. Like, I'm going to have this on display. This is honestly probably some of the cutest freaking makeup packaging I've ever seen, like, ever. Like, it's adorable and it makes me so happy. I'm really, really pleased with this. I think these products are adorable and they're really affordable. The blush was $12, the palette was $12. So you're paying $3 per eyeshadow. You're paying $12 for a really large pan blush. I mean, let me compare this to a full-size Tarte blush for you guys. And the Tarte blushes are either 22 or 24, I can't remember. Here's a full-size Tarte blush. So yeah, you're getting a lot of product for that amount of money. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little get ready with me, and let me know if you've gotten your hands on any of the Colourpop Animal Crossing collection yet and what you got. I'm super curious. I was actually shocked at how fast my Ulta sold out of those. It was crazy. But anyway, let me know if you've tried any of these down in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. You can also keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm pretty much on both of those like constantly, so you can always find me there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.